fans. Welcome to the very first edition of the Retriever Roundup of 2014. I'm your host, Dan LaHatte. It's been a crazy opening of the 2014 calendar year here at UMBC. 6 teams in competition for the Retrievers. We'll start with the men's basketball team.
UMBC taking on New Hampshire at the RAC Arena, the first of a 3-game homestand for the Retrievers. It started well for UMBC in this one. They would get out to an 8-1 lead. Rodney Elliott makes it 5-1 in the early stages of the game. And then after New Hampshire would miss here, watch the play develop here. Brett Roseborough runs the floor. He'll get it back, and he'll bury the 3. That makes it 8-1 Retrievers, forcing a New Hampshire timeout. But the timeout seemed to pay dividends. Here's Daniel Dion hitting a wing 3-pointer. That would start a 15-0 run by the Wildcats, and they would lead for the remainder of the half. Great drive there by Rodney Elliott, and then a couple of back-to-back threes by Quentin Jones. That kept UMBC within striking distance in the first half, as the second Jones 3-pointer coming up here cuts the deficit to 19-18 in the late stages of the first half. But the Wildcats would come back, and they would score here on this Jordan Bronner drive to the basket. New Hampshire would take a 29-24 lead into the break. The Wildcats would extend the lead to 9 points, but UMBC would go on a mammoth run. Here, Quentin Jones, the and one inside. That cut the lead further, and then Jones would get another 3. That cut the lead to 37-36. One more response from the Wildcats as Dion hits a 3-pointer. That extends the Wildcat lead to 4, but UMBC not to be denied. A beautiful lob from Aaron Morgan to Rodney Elliott. Again, this all in the midst of a tremendous UMBC surge. Malik Garner running the floor well. He would finish. This is Chase Plummer's lamp, which gave the Retrievers the lead for good at 45-44 with 11:11 to go. Elliott with the right side 3-pointer. That puts UMBC up by 6 points. And then a key play here, a great backdoor look from Roseborough to Elliott. That stems the tide for UMBC. They go up by 8 points, and UMBC wins it by 11, 68-57.
UMBC men's basketball taking on Albany in front of a national audience to wrap up their 3-game homestand. First half, Retrievers started off sluggish, down 15-4, but Rodney Elliott would get a layup, bringing the Retrievers within 9. Then moments later, Chase Plummer gets the steal. He would miss the layup, but Will Darley's there for the rebound, and then he would hit the spin-around fadeaway, cutting it to 15-8. Darley would not be done, as moments later, Devarick Houston finds Darley for the corner 3, personal 5-0 run there for the freshman, bringing the Retrievers in 15-11, and then Darley again taps the offensive rebound back to Quentin Jones, who hits it in off the rebound, 15-13, and then the Retrievers would take the lead. Chase Plummer gets an and one there. He would hit the free throw. Moments after that, Rodney Elliott with a drop back pass to Chase Plummer hits the deep 3. Retrievers up 8 with 5.5 to go. Then just before halftime, Retrievers on the fast break. Quentin Jones to David Kadiri for the alley-oop. Retrievers would lead by 10 at the half, 37-27. Albany would storm back and take the lead, but Will Darley hits a 3. He finished with 8 on the game. And then another fast break here for the Retrievers. Malik Garner gets the rebound, passes it up to Jones. Jones with the Euro pass back to Garner, who finishes what he started with the 3. Retrievers have a 5-point lead with under 10 to go. Garner finished with 5. Another fast break here for the Retrievers. Garner misses the first and the second, but David Kadiri, who finished with 13 points, gets the putback. Retrievers up by 4. Crazy sequence here, game tied at 59. Jones hits the corner 3. Albany would answer moments later to tie it at 62, and then after a few empty possessions for both teams, Rodney Elliott would hit the long 3. Retrievers up by 5. Now late in the game, Sam Rowley would hit a free throw to tie the game with 21 seconds left. Then Rodney Elliott would slip and fall, but he would shoot it. He would miss it. Quentin Jones, though, would tap it in. The smallest player on the court would give the Retrievers the lead. As you can see here, jumping over everyone. His tap-in gives the Retrievers a 71-69 lead with 2.4 seconds remaining. Albany would inbound it after the officials would check the clock to clarify the time. The inbounds pass bounces off the hands and is stolen by Quentin Jones. Retrievers win 71-69. Highest win total since the 2008-2009 season. They moved to 5-7 in conference.
UMBC women's basketball looking to avenge an earlier loss to Vermont and put an end to their losing streak at the RAC Arena on Sunday afternoon. First half, Retrievers up 8-2, but Taylor McCarley comes up with the big block. Retrievers fast break the other way. Emily Russo finds Bridget O'Donnell, who finished with 10 points. Retrievers up 10-2, but Vermont would answer. Kayla Burcho would key a 13-0 Catamount run with a three-pointer there, and it's her again, giving Vermont a 12-10 lead. But the Retrievers would respond with a 6-0 run of their own. Sarah Tarbert fights off the steal attempt and feeds it to Emily Russo. Tarbert finished with 10 points on the day, but the Retrievers trailed 29-27 at the half.
Here to start the second half, McCarley playing some defense in a tie game with another nice block. She had 2 blocks on the day. Then Janelle Sailing hits a 3 to put the Retrievers up by 2. All 5 Retriever starters finished in double figures. Birchill for Vermont finished with 27, but the Retrievers were led by Taylor McCarley, 18 points, 5 steals, 5 rebounds, including this layup here. The Retrievers would hit all their free throws but one in the final 3 minutes and win 77-62.
The UMBC track and field team has had a busy time in January and February as they get ready for the 2014 America East Championships in New York. It's been a record-breaking season for the Retrievers so far as they get ready to take on the rest of the conference. Since getting back from Florida from their annual training trip, the UMBC swimming and diving team has only had 2 meets so far this year. They beat Howard but then fell at East Carolina while defeating Catawba. They get ready for 2 separate championships in February, with the women traveling to Massachusetts for the America East Championships and the men traveling to Tennessee for the CCSA Championships. Well, it's already mid-February, which means it's almost time for women's lacrosse season. We had a mic'd up session with coaches Amy Appelt and Tony Gyro to see how practice is going for the Retrievers.
Today is going to be more of a teaching day, where we make sure we know how we're aligned, how to get off the field, who's getting on the field, and who's coming off, all right? So everybody keep their focus. If you have questions about what we're doing, I need you guys to ask. All right, there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of different lineups that we're going to try, especially on Saturday, so that you guys make sure we were ready for Thursday, okay? So let's make sure that we're all locked in and we're ready to get better day, all right? Dogs on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Dog.
Here we go, here we go. Run through, let's go, with speed, let's go. Focus, guys, let's go. With speed, Lex, come on. Run through the lines. Run through the line.
Here you go.
Amber, time your cut so you're running onto the ball.
Birdie, 1, 2, Birdie.
Grab balls 2. When everything clean, run through the ball, get your butt down. Protect it, Sam. Good, bring it in, quick sticks, here we go, quick. There we go, good, good, good. Be ready for the second ball. Protect it, Bird, good, ball. Come on, Bird. Focus. Good, Dev. Next ball. Come on, Hags. Run through the ball, get her on your back, embrace the foul. You're going to get fouled if you do the little work early. Let's go. Good job, 2-2.
There you go, Jack.
Good, Abby. Come on, Cop. Too easy, Cop. Let's go. Come on, Abby. Good job, Jackie. You're destroying everybody down here, Jackie. Come on, win that ball too, Jackie. Good. Good, Ray. Good job, Ray. Come on, Hags. Come on, Hags. Good. All right, here we go. If you win this, you rotate out. If you win the first ball or second ball, you rotate out. You're still on. If you lose both balls, you're out. Another ball, another ball.
Go, Hags, go, Hags.
On your back, Hags. Player, Hags.
Go.
Come on, Birdie. There you go, cheese.
Good job, Devin. Next ball. Good job, twos. Twos, you versus Abby, twos. It's one ball. Center them up, babe.
Just one?
Yep. One ball.
I do it to the third graders, and they're like,
Go, Abby! Go, Abby! Go,
As the Retriever men's basketball team has shown improvement this season, it's been in large part due to their ability to play above the rim.
It's my pleasure to welcome Justin Bronson into the UMBC Athletic Hall of Fame. This award is something that I made a lot of sacrifices to achieve, but I could not have done so without the help of all my friends and family. This award belongs to them as much as it does to me. Thank you.
To sum it up, it's an absolute honor. I feel privileged, I am proud, and you know, I've played with so many girls over the years. I didn't do it on my own, so I'm just feeling proud and happy and very honored.
If I never would have made the decision to come to UMBC, one of the biggest dreams I had as a little kid probably would have never came true. My junior year, winning the America East tournament and playing in the NCAA tournament was a life-fulfilling experience for me and my teammates. I just want to finish by thanking the committee for inducting me into the Hall of Fame. It's an incredible accomplishment, and I am proud to be standing here today. Thank you.
There is something special about teammates. You spend 4 years with them, every day, every night, on the field and off the field. It's a bond that cannot be broken. I recognized that last night when we got 25 of us together in my house. And that, I want to thank everyone here. I'm humbled by the induction and honored to be inducted in the UMBC Hall of Fame. Thank you.
well, obviously it's a real honor to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and I'm the first athletic trainer, and that's kind of extra special. This is just, I think, kind of some validation that the work that I've done here at UMBC was actually excellent, and they're happy about it.
You know, coming to UMBC, I would have never thought that I would have been here, but my time here was amazing. The school is amazing. I'm so glad I made the decision to come here, truthfully, and you know, what I accomplished on the court wouldn't have been possible without my coaches and my teammates.
Really huge honor. You know, you go to college, you get an education, and you learn a lot of stuff, whether it's athletic or academics. It's a privilege to meet so many people. You place against so many athletes who are so talented, and even your own teammates. So it's such an honor to be selected in a group of a few that you know, that actually get selected. So it's a huge honor.
I'd like to express how truly grateful I am to be honored here tonight as an inductee to join so many past great retrievers in so many different disciplines and different sports. This recognition is a huge honor to me and a culmination of many years of hard work, perseverance, and again, I'm extremely honored.
That's all for this edition of the UMBC Retriever Roundup. Stay tuned for more updates and log on to the university website, umbcretrievers.com. For the Retriever Roundup, I'm Dan Lahat.